not gonna get this next plaque out, it's Buddy's, but Greg, do you wanna come back and tell a little about Buddy Majors? You want me to tell a little about him? How you wanna do it?
You don't mind, I'm making
We're talking to him, we're recording this to send to him now.
Okay, can I come up there?
Come on, come
Okay,
on.
thank you.
While he's on the way up, I'll tell you, I played against Buddy when he played over out of McMinnville for a couple teams over there. And then I played against him when he was playing with Greg with Gene Shop. Beat him a whole lot more when he was in McMinnville than I did when he was with Gene Shop.
I don't know so much about that. Buddy Majors played with me for approximately 15 years. Buddy come from a great family, great mother, great dad, three great brothers. I met them all. I didn't get to meet his mother, and me and him was talking one day, and I said, he said, I hate you didn't get to meet my mother. I said, I am too, but I said, Buddy, I said, between me and you, I said, 4 young men and Mr. Majors, I said, I imagine that's quite a handful for your mom. So I said, yeah, she had to be a good mother to have 4 kids to look after and to look after Mr. Majors too. And the love that they had in that family, it portrayed every time he hit the field, played ball. You could see the love, the passion he had for the game and for his family and everything else. And Buddy had a couple kids, Olivia and Luke, and he's married to a very beautiful and nice lady, Danae, and she has some beautiful kids also. And they have a great family. And they do everything together, and I just I'm so proud for him. I hate that he can't be here. When I was riding up here, it's about a 3-hour drive for me, which, I don't care. If I had to go to New York to get this, I'd probably go up there and just be broke down and stay, I guess, But anyway, I said I'm gonna go tonight, and I wanna be able to say a few things about you. I guess you all know me that I've coached several ball players in my time. I've had several ball players that have basically just made me what the Gene Shop team was and what I am. And Buddy was an exception to the rule. He was when I started in softball, I seen there was 2 types of players: followers and leaders. I chose to coach leaders, and he was the leader among the leaders. He was just he was a good example. He made players around him better. He was, if you needed a hit with 2 outs, he could do it. If you needed an out, or you needed somebody to make a big play in the field, he could do it. And me and him, we won several state tournaments together, won several national tournaments together, but I don't think I've ever said this in my life, and I've never, because I've had so many great ball players that has played for me, and I've been lucky. And Buddy Majors, he would just, he played through every game that he got through playing. He'd go to a convenience store and get a bag of ice, and he had surgery on both knees. He'd put a bag of ice on both knees where he could continue to play, keep the swelling down. I've never seen a kid that loved the game like he loved it. Never. And I've seen lots of kids that love the game. But this kid, he went the extra mile to make the game and to make us as players and make me as a coach. And he would just, I mean, I can't say enough about him, to tell you the truth, because he was just an exception to the rule. And what I accomplished as a coach or sponsor, he's got 75-80% to do with it, because he was that kind of, you know, you got to have, on teams, you gotta have an impact player. You got to have certain players that's gonna stand out and other players are gonna look up to become better and try to be better themselves. And he was that type of player. He was very unselfish. He didn't care where he bat. All he cared about was playing that defense. And his kid, I was playing at Cane Ridge, Steve, one weekend, and he just had his little boy Luke, you know, and him and Luke come in my motel room. He said, Luke, now he's 2 years old, okay? Remember that. He's 2 years old. He says, show Coach how you can run the bases. So we're standing there, little old kid, 2 years old. He starts off around down the side of the bed, goes in front, and he goes down the side to the other side. And then here he comes back around, front of the bed and down the side to where me and Buddy was. And I swear to God, that kid slid in head first. Just like his daddy, you know. I told my wife, I said, that's my future right there. I said, that boy right there at 2 years old, I said, his daddy's teaching him right, and I said, he's gonna be a great ball player and everything. And but didn't work out with that with him because I think I might have said this before, but I'm like Steve, I have a senior moment. But anyway, he played 1 year. He played with one team, and it didn't work out so well, so we ended up playing with another team, and they went to the state tournament, and he won the Golden Glove, just like his daddy, playing defense. And you know what? And then he quit. And I told my wife, I said, there goes the future. I said, you know, so he was a great kid. Today, him and both, they've got great kids and they've got grandkids and everything. But Buddy Majors is I'd have to say this right here. I've never said it before in the public, never said it to anybody really, but Buddy Majors is probably the best player I've ever coached. You can't win with one man. You got to have 10, you got to have 11, you got to have people batting 7, batting 8. There's going to be hitters and come through for you. You can't depend on your top 4. And so I talked to Buddy about it a lot of times. He said, you put me down there at batting last. He said, I'll get us back to the top of the lineup. But he comes from a great family. He's got a great family. He's got great kids, grandkids. I hate he couldn't be here. When he called me when I was on my way here, we was talking, and I got silent a minute, and he said, you okay, Coach? I said, not really. I said, what's wrong? I said, because you're not gonna be here. I said, you know, you mean everything to me. He's probably the best friend. We talk always on the phone every week or two, and when we get through talking, instead of saying goodbye, we just say shop. And that's not goodbye. See you later, you know. And I got several people, players that I do that with and everything. But Buddy Majors, if anybody deserves this Hall of Fame award, this kid does. He's always went the extra mile to get it done. Whatever it took, I don't care. I've seen him hurt so bad, and I just thought, I said, you know, how much more can he? But you know, he's playing senior ball now. He's 62 years old with Steve and the same guys, you know, playing senior ball.
No, he's younger. He's playing younger ball.
Huh?
I'm playing in the older division.
You play in the older division, okay. But if Buddy, if I could have kept Buddy, and not that I didn't, after Buddy left me, I was very successful and had some other players, but I never had a shortstop that could play the game like he played it. And I went through 3 or 4, and you know, me and him talked the other night. He said, if I had it to do over again, Coach, he said, I would probably stayed with you longer. And he said, Lord, I don't know what else we could have achieved or what else we could have done. I said, well, we could have done more and everything, but I said, when you come to me with a situation like you was talking about, that you need to quit and address this other issue, I said, when it comes to the good Lord, I'm way back in line. I said, if that's what the case is, I said, you do what you need to do, and I missed him, and I missed a big home run hitter that played for me, Disco, when they left me, but, I was, God gave me the strength and give me some good ball players to keep on playing and everything, but Buddy Majors is a tribute to the game. He always has been, he always will be. He made Gene Shop softball, just what it was, and I was telling one of those umpires over there a while ago about, we played a team out of Nashville called Chips, and I threw 3 pitchers at them the first 3 innings. I'll never forget. I couldn't get them out. I couldn't get them out. And I looked up in the 3rd inning. We were down 19 runs. And these 2 boys that I'm talking about, Buddy Majors and Disco. And somebody asked me one time, said, "What's Disco's name?" I said, "I don't know." They said, he's been playing with you 3 years. I said, "Well, that's all I know is Disco. I don't know his real name." But I found out his name was Greg Harris, so anyway. But we was getting beat 19 runs in the 3rd inning. And I looked over there, and that darn Disco and Buddy run by the dugout of that team that had us down 19 runs in the 3rd inning. And said, "You boys should have went ahead and got one more run and put us away, because you hadn't got enough now." And so I looked up and I thought, I'm gonna have a talk with them boys when they get through, run that smart mouth like that. And but at the end of 5, we turned around, had a couple good innings there. I think it was about a 34-run swing, and we ended up run rolling. And I thought, I ain't gonna have a talk with them boys. They knew what you were saying. They didn't have enough runs. So anyway, they didn't. So anyway, it was pretty unique. But my players were. They were pretty confident. I guess I made them that way, but I just the way we rolled, and that's the way we wanted. We all wanted the same thing. We always wanted to be champion. Always wanted to win a world or win a state title, and we did. And Buddy Majors was more than just a part of it. He was a great big part of it. And like I said, I don't think I've ever seen this, Steve. I ain't never said one man, because I've had so many young men to play for me that was a tribute to making us what we were. But Buddy Majors, yeah, probably the best player. Yeah, he is the best player I probably ever coached. So.
Tell him. He'll be looking at that soon.
Hey, buddy, did you hear what I just said? If you didn't, you need to remember it, because you know what? I've never said that about one ball player that wore that Gene Shop uniform. But I am saying that about you, son. You're the best player, bar none, that ever put that Gene Shop uniform on. So congratulations to you as a Hall of Famer, and I'm sure that you're going to win many more. The team, you got a great coach, Don Hall. You played for a great coach up in McMinnville, Wayne Holder for Pioneer. You've had a lot of great coaches. The only one you ain't had as good as me. I'm just okay. I'm an okay coach. I ain't a great coach, but I'm an okay coach, and you know that. And you may want to say something different, but I know better. I'm just okay. I'm just no country boy. That's all I am. I don't try to be any better than anybody else, except when I go to that softball field, and there's some big teams there, and I'm not supposed to beat. That's when I get excited. I'm not supposed to beat them, because I know if I beat them, I'm either going to do one or 2 things. I'm either going to learn to be better, or I can prove that I can play at that level. So anyway, and thank you for saying what you said a while ago about throwing me out. You probably did, but you and all the umpires to never get the credit that you deserve. You hear this, you hear that from this coach and that coach and everything. I told it, I was playing in Birmingham. I was playing a team called L&L Painting one time, and this guy slid in. It was the winning run, and his feet had done hit home plate. This catcher tags him up here. I said, oh my God, he was saving my mile, you know, and, I turned around, and the boys went back out on the field, and, I told that umpire, I said, you know what, you couldn't even call your mother. And he said, what? I said, you can't even call your mother. I said, you know that guy was safe. And, he said, my number was 5. He said, you're gone, 5. And so my player said, where you going, coach? I said, man, I gotta take a little walk on the wild side, you know, I mean, you know, you boys go ahead and take care of business and do what you do best. But, all the players and all the people, Steve, that I met here tonight in various places, you know, when I take that 3-hour ride home, I really, really want you to know how much I really appreciate being here. It means everything to me, more than anything in my life. And when I say that with my heart, not to be saying it. And you talking about Breeze, and talking about my man here, talking about my 2 Hall of Famers down there, just yada, 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 but, you know, they didn't say nothing, you know. And I said, y'all in the Hall of Fame too? And they said, yeah. I said, well, my God, I'm sitting down here talking, and you're not telling me about y'all too? Congratulations to everybody here that was inducted to the Hall of Fame, or that has been inducted to the Hall of Fame. And a tribute to you too, my friend, and to your mom and everything. I just want you to know that's awful kind of you to be like that. Yeah, but you know what, like my daddy always told me, he said, you never forget where you come from, son, and you never forget who makes you what you are. He said, if you forget them 2 things, he said, you're in trouble. So I'm going to accept this for Buddy Majors. And Buddy, congratulations. And I don't know if I said too much or not enough, but you were the player that I had been looking for a long time. And when he started playing with us, we won numerous tournaments, and he would never quit. But he made his teammates around him so much better and everything. And so anyway, I'm gonna take this plaque, and I guess I'll keep it with me, but no, I won't. I'll make sure you get it and everything, so.
He works here in town. I'll get it to him next week.
That'd be great, And, but again, thanks to ISA softball, thanks to all the umpires that put up with my mouth, and thank all the players that I played against, and the players that played with me. Thank you so much for the honors that me and Buddy both have received here. And the food was great. Thanks to the ladies for the food. Thanks Steve for being such a great state director. I guess everybody knows we're only good is what he makes us. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I can
It's the other way
sympathize.
around.
Huh?
I'm only as good as they make me.
Oh, okay. Well, we can turn it around and roll it around either way, but that's what it's all about. But thank you so much. And Buddy, if he was here, oh, he was just yada, 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 yada. But you know what? He's not here, so I'm gonna have to do a little yada for him. So anyway, so, here you go. Thank you so much.